Hey everybody, what's that? It's the sound of, it's called Rough Ride. It's called Rough Ride. And
I think I dated her once.
Yeah, I was going to say, anyone in the music industry, I think, has had a rough ride at some point. And hopefully we're going to give you all a nice, smooth ride right now with our fan Q&A series guest, Neal Smith, original drummer for Alice Cooper's band, but someone who's done so much more as well with our wonderful instrument, the drum kit. Neal, welcome. Thanks for taking time.
Thank you, Dan. Glad to be here, man. It's it's been a great couple. I'm out in Arizona now, so I spend different times of the year in different places, and I'm out here in sunny Arizona, and it's pouring rain right now where I am in the Phoenix area.
I was down the mountain in Phoenix yesterday, and it was pouring. Yeah, up here it's nice though. It's not raining yet.
Yeah, that's what Steve said. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, very cool. So, folks, what we're going to do is we're streaming live on our Facebook and YouTube channels right now for Neal to talk about whatever he's got going on and promote what's happening. We'll reminisce a little bit about the recent Alice Cooper's Christmas pudding show. And then we're going to cut the stream, but you can follow the breadcrumbs and go into the Drum Talk TV Brilliance membership site. There's a virtual amphitheater. Forgot to ask Stephen which one we're using, but if you go there, folks, you'll see we've got some really neat virtual amphitheaters. And then there's a sign in there that basically says, if you want to ask Neal Smith a question, press this button. And there's an arrow, points to the button. You press the button and poof, you're back here backstage in StreamYard where Neal and I am. And I could see people queue up. And if you have a question, I'll put you in order up on screen. I'll disappear. You could be on screen with Neal, ask your question, and stay on screen until he's done answering. Then I'll pop back. And some people I know are a little shy, or maybe they didn't fix their hair, which I'm not worried about today, and they don't want to come on screen, in which case you can text your question right in the comments there, and Steve will relay something to me. And Steve says it's the Campfire Amphitheater, which is really cool, especially since most places campfire might not be conducive right now with some crazy weather going on. But we're in Arizona, so maybe we'll have to go camping while you're out here, Neal.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. So what's happening? And or if you want, let's start with the Christmas pudding show. What was that like playing? It was at the beautiful Celebrity Theater. I wasn't able to go, but I did see Steve Hackett there about a week ago. It's always a great theater, not a bad seat in the house. The sound's amazing. But what was it like you doing that with your backup band and Alice Cooper?
Well, I got out here about a week ago, a couple days before the Christmas pudding, and so we had 2 days of rehearsal at the Solid Rock in Phoenix. Jazzy, who was the guest guitar player on the Revenge of Alice Cooper, this is all sort of tied together. As still, coming off of the grand release in London, the end of August of the new Revenge album, produced by Bob Ezrin and written by and played by the original group. And Glenn, of course, wasn't there, so we found this amazing guitar player in Nashville. Very, very nice guy, too. Jazzy's his name. He has a band by the same name. And he can play anything with guitar strings on it, any instrument with strings. He's really that good. I've seen him play. I went to one of his shows. So he came out from Nashville, the rehearsals. We did the show. It was fantastic. Mike Bruce was there. Dennis came out as well. So all four of us plus Jazzy, and the rehearsals went great. We did the show, and there were people from as far away as the UK and England, and Canada, and Australia that came in for the show, and people from all over the United States too. So it was a great turnout, very successful, and we love them because it'll keep the Solid Rock Foundation that Alice and Cheryl have had. Now this is the 30th year of the Solid Rock Foundation, so this concert was sort of an anniversary present to the fans and to everybody. And then there was it was a great evening. And then the next day on Sunday, there was a golf outing that was at the Mountain Shadows short course. What's a short course? A short course means there's 18 holes, but they're all only par threes.
Yeah.
So, and I've never played a course like that before. And so there were, 19 sets of golf, 19 foursomes, and every foursome had a celebrity that played with them. And I played with a great group of guys and a gal, and we did pretty good. We had, and we didn't lie about our score. I don't do that, but I know there's those out there that do.
There are, yeah.
But at any rate, we had 7 birdies and 11 pars, and I don't think we won anything because there's a contest. But sometimes you go, somebody has like 20 birdies, and I'm going, but there's only 18 holes. So you know where I'm coming from with that.
Yeah, something's going on there.
Yeah, right. But so we got together with that. We're talking about the possibility of the next another Alice Cooper album. And,
nice.
And Alice has a couple of great ideas for names, and you just mentioned one before that I think would be great. Alice Cooper Strikes Again. Ooh, that could be
just like how playing. Ooh, that'd be great.
Alice has come up with the curse of Alice Cooper. So we want to keep in this horror thing vein. And I mean, this is all, if we can all coordinate our, get enough songs, coordinate our schedules and all that kind of good stuff. Otherwise, I continue my Killsmith.
Yeah, talk about that. This great album.
The newest Killsmith. And I will be working on songs for the next one because I already have the songs, haven't started putting them down yet. But just want to point out nealsmithrocks.com, and you can see how to spell my name correctly down there, Neal. Yeah. nealsmithrocks.com not only has everything that I'm doing, Killsmith, but also everything that I've been doing in conjunction with the original group, the original Alice Cooper group. And believe me, there's a lot that's been going on. And on my Facebook page, I have all 7 songs that we did at the Christmas pudding.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, that were recorded by different fans that were there.
Yeah.
So if you didn't get a chance to see it, they're up and posted. And yes, the stage is spinning around. Yeah. And I didn't take any Dramamine, but I did okay. I didn't.
You did okay.
I didn't get seasick. Dennis said he had a little bit of a problem. See, I'm stationary, sitting on the drums, watching the guys. We're playing. But when you're standing up, walking around, and you're playing,
yeah, that's a little different.
And in your late 70s, it could get a little interesting from a.
You get a little inertia going, and
motion sickness, etc. Yeah. But it was fine. Everybody was cool, and we pulled it off, and the fans were phenomenal. And like I said, they came from all over the place, and all the feedback that we've been getting is that nobody at all was disappointed, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, raise money for a great cause, and many great items were auctioned off. I think one of the most expensive one, somebody had this amazing assemblage sort of painting, but it was done with guitar picks.
Oh,
and they just put it together like a mosaic.
Yeah. Oh,
like a mosaic of the band. And it was similar to the picture that's right behind me that was taken at the O2 in London in August when we were there. And it sold for over $100,000.
Wow.
This guitar pick mosaic of the band. And so that's what makes Alice and all of us very happy, because that money will go to keep kids off the streets, expose them to the arts, get interested in dance, singing, drums, guitar, whatever, you're interested in. And Alice, God bless him, and Cheryl been doing it now for 30 years, and a lot of success stories. And I will always be there, the front of the line to help support this organization.
That's awesome. Wow. What a great cause, of course. I played at the opening of the Phoenix location, and played at the Christmas pudding that year in 2012. We had a taiko troupe with myself and my friend Philip Gelb of Phoenix Drum Company on the drums, playing with a taiko troupe, and we played Enter the Sandman and a couple other songs, all percussion and some dance going on. And we got to know a lot of the kids at the foundation who were learning dance and singing, and some of them performed with us. It was great. You mentioned Killsmith. Folks, Steve is going to put that in there, the site, so you can go to nealsmithrocks.com, check out everything he's got going on. And you also mentioned that you've got clips from the show, and I saw some clips, and from behind you, looking at your setup, I saw some of the things being auctioned off. Full house, just looked like a great event, and it truly is such a great venue because the stage is low and the seats come right up to it. I mean, you're right there. It's like you're performing in someone's house so much. It's that intimate. Holds about 2,600 people, and the sound's just phenomenal there. It's great.
Well, as I'm spinning around, there's those very friendly fans that are right behind me. I mean, literally right behind me, holding up their beverages and willing to share them with me. But I go back to the good old days at parties and backstage. You don't drink anything.
Right.
Anybody ever gave you that's already open. That's why I used to drink beer, because I opened it myself. I know nobody added anything special to it.
Exactly.
Except beer. So, but they're still there. I know they were being very generous, and I love them all. But I have sticks in my hand. I am playing a song, and it's hard for me to stop, turn around, and have a drink of God only knows what you're drinking.
Right, and what's added to it.
I'm just pointing out, you talk about it being close and up personal. I mean, they literally could touch me as I went around the circular stage.
So much fun. Hey, what's going on over there? All right, I got one dog chewing on another dog's ears. What was your like feeling of playing those? If I could use the term, no, I won't use the term ancient. Such classic songs, again, today, fast forward live, and you mentioned the gig at the O2 Arena. Like, what's that like in this, let's say, generation that you're at, and playing these songs you recorded in your 20s? And
well, I think the most interesting thing, I mean, we know the songs forwards and backwards. It was fun to do. We did Black Mamba and Wild Ones off the new Revenge album. But as far as the classic songs, I mean, we know them. We can play them in our sleep, literally. Because I mean, we wrote them, we recorded them, we played them so many times when we toured literally the globe. And I think I'm almost. It's as interesting to me to hear what the fans say, because some of the fans that have commented about the songs that are on Facebook, that this takes me back to when I was 15 years old and I saw the band for the first time, and nobody plays these songs like the original band. And I mean, and that's obvious to me. I mean, we love, Alice's band. They're amazing musicians. We all get along great. And they do their rendition of the songs. It's like Alice said, we play 18, heavier and a little bit slower than they do. It's more like the original song. So, Dennis wrote the bass part. I wrote the drums. Michael wrote the songs for the most part. So when you get that combination in Alice, and Alice even says he sings differently when he sings with us. And I know he's instead of, I know this for a fact from Killsmith because I've done it. When you're like in charge, you're in charge. Yeah. When you have a group of us like together, we're each of us 25% of the whole picture. So now Alice has his particular job to do, and then a lot rests on Dennis's shoulder, a lot rests on Michael's shoulder, and 25% on my shoulders. So we share the burden. It's very different when you're out there on your own and you control everything. Now you can kind of relax and do your thing. So we're all very, very comfortable with it. And I think that, just getting back to your original question, it's just amazing. And I'm not afraid to say it. I mean, this is over 50 years when these songs were hits, and the people that still love them and appreciate them, that's what gets us the most. As a matter of fact, there was this guy there's pictures of him on Facebook. His son, who's 4 years old, and he had Alice's makeup on at the theater, and he's carrying the kid around. The kid was able for our Q&A there, and his favorite song, actually it's the one I wrote, is Kill the Flies on the Revenge album. This little kid, he's 4 years old, and his favorite song is Kill the Flies.
That's great. I love that.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the fun stuff. That's the fun stuff for us. And he loves the whole album. So there was a new fan born.
Right. Literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm sure he'll be playing his kids the music he listened to when he was young, and it'll be a whole other generation of influence. So folks, real quick, before we cut the live stream on Facebook and YouTube and go exclusively into our campfire amphitheater with Neal Smith for fan Q&A, I want to show everybody a little bit more about what our membership site is all about. Here's a real quick video. If I can find the right one, it must be, I'm going to guess, one sec. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Okay. Check it out, folks. Drum roll here.
Rough day? Get away from the craziness and come take a fun break. Join the Drum Talk TV Brilliance membership site, an online virtual playground for all types of music fans. With your free club level membership, you get access to twice a month music themed game shows with a chance to win prizes. Access to the first 100 viral drumming and music videos. You won't believe your eyes and ears. A library of over 100 fun fact segments to hear artists say what they love to do outside of their music careers. A place for drummers to post videos playing to their favorite music where it won't get muted or pulled. Join the Drum Talk TV Brilliance free membership at www.drumtalktvbrilliance.com.
There you go. So you can, yes. Neal.
Dan, when that flying saucer comes down and drops that guy out of there,
yeah.
When I was abducted, same thing happened to me. Matter of fact, my butt still hurts. Because why? Because the aliens, once they find out you're a drummer, they go, forget it. We're not getting anything out of this guy. And if we do, we don't want to know about it.
Exactly.
They took me right back, threw my ass out of the flying saucer, and it does it there. And,
I love it. I love it. Thanks.
People don't believe me, but things happen.
That's classic. And quick comment, Mark Neubauer, watching from Phoenix, Arizona, says, I jumped in just before you mentioned the taiko group. That must have been fun. Yeah, it was truly a blast. And I love taiko music. We did a Drum Talk TV documentary, 2 of them in Japan in the fall of 2019. That was a lot of fun on taiko drumming. Cool. One on Sado Island in the Sea of Japan and another one in Kochi, Japan. So folks, you can look for those on our channels. And folks, follow the breadcrumbs. You can also watch and participate in the fan Q&A right from the drumtalktvbrilliance.com website if you don't want to enter the 3D environment. So here we go. We're going to do that. Join us. Just follow the links.